Okay, so far we've learned just a little bit about horse racing. Different things, stalls and ground. Now we're going to learn about what a maiden race is. Stay tuned. What's up guys, welcome back to my racing channel. Today we are going to be looking at what is a maiden race. Not maiden as in Dubai, a maiden race. So we'll go into it right away because it's pretty easy to understand. And I'm going to go back to a race that took place in 2018 because at the minute the flat season in the UK hasn't, as much as they've got all weather races, the actual flat season doesn't start for another couple of weeks yet, 2 or 3 weeks yet, and it always starts at Doncaster. So this is a race that's already been won. So we're going to go into this race right here. I'll just open it up again for you. I'll take myself off the screen so you can see it. So here we are up the top here at Newmarket. You've got maiden fillies. So what this means, a maiden race, is when a horse, whether it be a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, when it starts off its career, it needs to go into a maiden race. And once it's won a maiden race, it can then go into, you know, your class 4s, class 2s, class 3s, but it always has to start in a maiden race. Now, a horse getting a handicap, mind how I've been talking in other videos about the overall rating here, which Shikarika has got 83. Your horse can't get handicapped until it's ran 3 races. Even if it doesn't win them, but as long as it runs 3 races, it will then get an official rating, which is your handicap rating. So it can then run in the handicap races. But a lot of these trainers like to get their horse to progress to class 2s and class 1s and listed races and group races. So with Shikarika, Roger Varian's a trainer, and Roger Varian does aim for your group 1s and group 2s, etc. So he's put Shikarika in here and he's won the race. But what we're going to do is click into Shikarika and have a look at her form. And it will tell you exactly what I'm saying. So there's all the races that Shikarika has raced. So I had 3 races in 2017, and as you can see, the 3 races it's been second. But if you look here, which is where the official rating should be, it's not got any, because as I said, your horse has got to run 3 times before you get a handicap rating. So Shikarika in 2017 had 3 races and never won any of them. But then the following season, this is the race that we were looking at, which is in the 19th of April 2018, Shikarika won the race. Plus, it's also the horse's 4th run, so it gets that official rating. And that rating of 83 is an okay rating to start off with, but again it's down to the trainer how far he wants to progress the horse. And as you can see, the next race it went up to an 88 rating. So a maiden race is all about where your horse starts off at the racing. So it always starts off as a 2-year-old. Again, as you can see here, so it's been second its first 3 races of 2017. So the trainer knows himself, he can't progress the horse into its class 2s and class 1s and group races until he's won this maiden race. So the following season, he puts Chikorika into this race and it wins it in a maiden race. This is what this means here. So after that, he's went, well, he obviously thinks it's good enough to step up now. So he puts it into here, which is a class 3 race, which is a good race. And it's finished second. And it was only beaten 3/4 of a length. But its overall handicap rating is also went up from 83 to 88. So it's went up £5 there. But I'll go into the handicap and the way that works later on in another video. If we just concentrate on the maiden race, which is pretty simple, a 2-year-old horse has to run in a maiden race if the trainer, and it also has to win it. If it doesn't win it, it needs to run in another maiden race until it wins a maiden race. Once it's won the maiden race, it's then up to the trainer and the owner where they want to place this horse and how far they think the horse can go. And this is a perfect example because it's won its maiden race here. Its next race it went into a class 3 and was second, and it was only beaten 3/4 of a length. So it only had 2 runs in 2018. It then went on into September because it had a break of 96 days. So it then came back at Ascot into a class 2 handicap, which it can do because it's got its official rating, which is at that point 88 was his official handicap. And it came in 4th. Its next race, it went up another class to a class 1 and won it. It then went on, as you can we'll see, in Woodbine in America, to a grade 1. That's a group 1 race. And it won that as well. So that's how the trainer can progress their horses to start in a maiden race, to make sure it wins the maiden race as early as possible. There's nothing worse than having a horse that they think has got potential, that they think, well, let's get this maiden race out the road and then we can think about where we're going to place the horse in class races and enlisted races and group races. And with Chikorika, it took the horse 4 times, the 4th time in running, to win its race, which probably was a little bit disappointing for the trainer, because Roger Varian is a very, very good trainer. But he got there, and that's why when you've looked at the following races, he went from a class 3, he then went to a class 2 handicap race, he then went to a class 1, and he then put it in a group race. So that was his outline on where he thought that horse could finish up. He thought that horse with its potential could win a group 1 race, but he needed to start at the bottom of the ladder, and the bottom of the ladder is a maiden race. All 2-year-old horses have to start in a maiden race. Alright, so that was easy enough. I hope so. I hope it was easy enough for you to understand. If you've got a 2-year-old horse, it needs to start in a maiden race. It can't go to a group race right away, can't go to a class 3, it can't go to a listed race. It needs to start in a maiden race, and it needs to win any maiden race before the trainer can progress it to whatever he wants. Alright, so that was just a short little video for you. I hope you have understood it. If you haven't, drop me a little comment and I'll try and answer your comment as best I can. But just try and remember, that's where the horses have got to start off in a maiden race to win the maiden race. Even if it takes it 5 times, it then has to win a maiden race to progress. And it's then down to the trainer and the owner on how far they think that horse can go. Some trainers and owners might just think, well, I think he'll only get or she'll only get as far as a listed race. I don't think she's good enough to win a group race. But on this occasion, the trainer obviously thought, I think she's good enough to win a group race, and he's been proved right. Okay, any questions, just drop me a line or drop me a comment, sorry, and I'll try and answer it as best I can. I'm going to try and do another video and I said this last night, but we lost internet connection last night, so I couldn't put it online. So I've got this one on. I'm going to try and do another one, and I'll try and get that up as soon as I possibly can. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you've understood it. And if you haven't, as I say, drop me a comment and I'll try and answer the comment the best I can. And yeah, look out for my next video. Keep pressing the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Keep viewing at my videos, and I'll see you soon. Take care.